Hey guys, and welcome back to EQ Planes, and today I'll be unboxing this Air Canada 777-200LR from Gemini Jets. So my uploads are probably going to be slower just for the next little bit here. I've got a lot going on with both ground school and normal school. So yeah, I'm still trying to upload as much as I can, but things could be a little slower than normal. But without further ado, let's get right into this Air Canada 777 unboxing. So now, the reason I picked up this Air Canada 777-200LR in the old livery is not only do I not have an Air Canada 777-200LR, it's one of the few Air Canada aircraft I have. I also don't have the 7878, but it was in the old livery. So I'm definitely trying to grow my old livery Air Canada stuff, as at some point I want to do a 2006 update, and I also want to do a 2016 update. As almost retro updates. I know 2016 isn't that long to go, but I just want to, I've always wanted to have an airport that's full of old liveries, so this will add to my old liveries where I have the 767, E190, CRJ 200. Hope to get my hands on the A330, Q400, among other aircraft in the future. Also have the E190. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. But yeah, this is a 2010 release by Gemini Jets, so this should be on their old 777 mold, and I think this actually may be my first Gemini Jet on the old 777 mold, so be interesting to take a look at it and see if this mold really is as good as people say it is, because I've heard people say it's a pretty alright mold. But yeah, we'll take a closer look at it now. Anyways, here's the Air Canada 777-200LR from Gemini Jets. Now, when it comes to the color, I think they've done a very good job on it. Gemini Jets always tends to. My E190 from them is really good, and my CRJ 200 from them is really good as well. I've seen a few of NG's new livery ones, but I don't actually own one. But from what I've seen, NG does a good job on it too. I know JC Wings, they made the tail a little bit dark here on their newest 767s for Air Canada with the toothpaste tails on them, so that's something of note, but glad to see they've done the color as well. That's definitely something I expected. Now, when it comes to the Air Canada 777-200LR, I'll definitely have good utilization of it in my airport updates, as the old livery is still flying around on the 777-200LR. Of the 6 777-200s they have, 3 are still in the old livery, so yeah, definitely be able to use this model for a bit. It'll definitely be interesting to see how long it actually takes Air Canada to fully paint their new livery, as they released their new livery in 2017, but seemingly after the pandemic came, stopped painting it on new aircraft. A few A320s have been painted into the new livery, but that's really it, and from what it looks like, those A320s are going to Air Canada Jets anyways. But yeah, so now let's talk about the mold. Now, this is definitely a very solid looking mold when it comes to shape. You can tell the shape of the nose looks really good. The GE90 engines as well. I think at the back it could be lacking a little bit. I think that the tail in terms of shape could be improved, and so could the rear section of the aircraft. For reference here, you can see Gemini Jets newer mold on the 777-300ER. And you can see that the tail's a little skinnier here. The tail's definitely a little bit fatter on this model, and I think this one's a little bit more true to life. And you can see the back end of it in general is just a little skinnier, and the engine's a little smaller. But other than that, I think that especially for when this mold was made, it's a pretty good looking mold. And then you also have at the bottom here the landing gear. They're not rolling or anything, but to be honest, I don't mind. I actually prefer aircraft with no rolling landing gear, because I tend to find the landing gear they don't break off as easily. I've had a few of my rolling landing gear models, like my American Airlines 737 MAX 8, where the landing gear have come off a little bit over time, so I'm definitely a big fan of this more solid state approach to it. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this model. I definitely think it was a good pickup. I'm looking to get more of these old livery Air Canada aircraft, as if I've not already mentioned, I would like to get a 2006 and 2016 update going at some point, but I would like to get the old livery Dreamliner, old livery A330, and then when the A320 family eventually comes from NG, I assume at some point they'll come. If they released a Toothpaste A320, I'll definitely be picking that up. So yeah, and I'll also need to be looking into getting things like the Air Canada Livery Q400, but that's a pretty rare model, and they've never made the Air Canada Classic dashes in 1 to 400, so yeah. But yeah, that about wraps up what I have to say for this video, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching and hope to see you guys back next time.